So I am so thankful that I didn't listen to everyone who told me crypto was a scam, don't invest in it, you're gonna lose all your money, DeFi is a scam, it's gonna get regulated, blah, blah, you're gonna lose all your money, you're gonna get hacked. I'm so thankful that I didn't listen to them, because not only did crypto help me become a multi-millionaire, DeFi helped me become financially free. It helped me create cash flow. And in today's video, I want to share with you not only how it did that, but more so my really quick story that I hope it relates with you in some way, shape, or form. Now, there's a reason I have my Lambo behind me. If you know me, I'm a huge car guy. And to some people, this is gonna piss them off, and they're gonna say, who's the show off, or it's probably rented, and like, look at this scammer, and they're gonna click off. Some people, they're gonna use that as inspiration to like, oh, these things are actually possible. And I promise you that this Lambo wouldn't have ever been possible if I would have just traded time for money. But through investing, it became possible. And through investing in crypto and DeFi, it became possible quicker because the rate of return is much more than your traditional investments. But I want to share something I posted on Instagram. I'll put my handle down here at Rubixinator. I posted it a couple days ago, and it's me on a scooter. I don't care if something has 5 horsepower or 500 horsepower. I don't care if it's worth $1,000 or $500,000. I don't care if it has 2 wheels or 4. It literally puts the same smile on my face, because at the end of the day, I'm a massive gearhead. I dream about cars, I think about cars, and every night I'm on Facebook Marketplace looking at cars. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. We're alike. And in the post, I was sharing how probably about 5 years ago, I started making good money. I had a business that was doing around $40,000 to $50,000 per month, which by all accounts is really good money. And my peers who were making that same amount of money, they started blowing it on fancy watches, fancy cars, and they were living like they were millionaires and multi-millionaires, yet everything was financed, they were just over leveraged, everything was just, they had no stability. They were earning income and they were spending it. I drove a 2012 or 2013 Dodge pickup. It was an older truck. It wasn't like rusty, but it was an older truck. And I lived like well below my means. And every dollar I made, I was investing into crypto. Every dollar I made went to crypto. I started with Bitcoin, I started with ETH, and I moved into alts. And I'm telling you this because I had so much doubt. Will this actually work? Everyone around me was telling me crypto's a scam, Bitcoin's going to zero. I went through the ups and downs of all of that, but I kept stacking my crypto portfolio. And over the last 6-7 months in this bull run, I've made some stupid money, like multi-millions of dollars, and I was able to take some of it and spend it on some stupid stuff. But what people miss is there's a time to sow. In fact, most of the time it's time to sow, and then there's a sliver of time that you can reap the rewards. And I think social media is plagued with people showing the reaping of rewards. Oftentimes it's actually fake, but they're showing the highlight reel. And I get it, because that's actually engaging. No one's gonna watch a video where it's some bum sitting around complaining about their life. Like, no one wants that. They wanna see the end result. But what's just not talked about, and this pisses me off, is there was 4.5 years where I was sowing seeds, making money investing it, going through all of those ups and downs, watching the portfolio go up and down, and like trying to understand everything, and overcoming the fear and the doubt and the making mistakes and losing money. But every single day I'd make some money and I'd invest it, sowing the seeds, planting the seeds, watering the garden. That's all boring stuff. It doesn't do well on social media. It doesn't do well as a video. No one even wants to hear about it. And then all of a sudden, you become quote unquote successful, or you become a millionaire, you have money, and everyone is now paying attention. This actually kind of drives me crazy. When I drive this thing and I park, people always ask me like, what do you do? What's the secret? I'm like, there is no secret. It's like consistency, hard work, and investing. Oh, well, how could I get rich tomorrow? You can't. But you can learn the skills and you can sow the seeds every single day. Invest, invest, invest. And I'm not even talking about crypto DeFi, although pound for pound, it's the best returns you can get in any markets. You got full custody of your assets. But even if you're watching this and you're like, screw crypto DeFi, fine. But find vehicles that you believe in, that you understand, and invest. There will come a time where you get to reap the rewards of your efforts. To me, that's in businesses and in investing. And there are years where it's not glamorous. You're just putting in the work. We bought a $1.8 million home. Crypto and DeFi, I can thank for that. We bought it, we closed on it, we put an offer in 3 months ago, we closed on it last month, and we move in next month. You'll see it. It's awesome. But I want to share that to inspire, but I don't want to lead people astray or ignore the fact that it was 4 years. Sure, maybe I could have bought a nice place 4 years ago or bought a cool car 4 years ago, but I'd rather invest. I'd rather sow the seeds and then have a season where I reap the rewards. I bought this, I bought a Porsche 911, I bought an Audi R8, I have a 1969 Dodge Charger RT fully restored, it cost me 160 grand. We bought a $1.8 million home. There's a season where you reap the rewards. And I think so many people try and front load that instant gratification. So they just, I want this, I want this, I want this. They put it on Visa or they take a loan or they get way too leveraged and they get to enjoy it. And then reality sets in a month or two later. And now they're stressed about having to make money. I refuse to play that game. To me, it's not worth owning a nice home or owning a cool car if I'm stressed about how I'm going to make payments next month. If things got tight in my life, I'd give up all that stuff in a heartbeat. Don't care. Again, I enjoy the 5 horsepower, $1,000 scooter that I lived in when we lived in Mexico for 5 months, and I rented one for 5 months, and I loved it. I'd pick up the water jugs, the water bottles, even when it was raining out and have to go through the mud in Tulum to get back to my place. And I had a blast, just as much fun as driving this thing. I think social media gets it so twisted. Don't get me wrong, like have dreams, get inspired by this, like go after it. But put in a good chunk of time where you're finding pleasure. I'm sowing the seeds, I'm buying some BTC. $1 buys you something like 921 sats. Would you rather have $1 in your account or go spend that $1 on some bullshit? Or would you rather buy 931 sats? I'd rather have sats. And then I'd like to buy this stupid stuff, it's cool, but it's stupid, with my investment income, not my earned income. I work hard, but I take all the money I earn and I invest it. And then the yields from that, or the appreciation of it, I can go spend on dumb stuff, which to me is also a house. It is a liability, 100%. This car, liability. The Porsche 911, it's a collectible, but I still see it as a liability. Rolex, gold, presidential, awesome. Liability, I could lose it tomorrow, someone could steal it. But I don't want to touch my principal. And if we can delay gratification for just a little bit, you may not want a Lambo, you're like, I don't care, fine. But whatever that is you want, or the things that you desire, or the trips, or the places, or the whatever that is, it's all there for you. In fact, the longer we can delay gratification, the bigger the payoff is. Now, there's a dark side to that. Some people delay gratification until they're 80 and they never got to enjoy it. They're just Scrooges, trying to put every dollar aside and then they die. It's like you can't take it with you. But there's a fine line between that. I heard someone say, and I'll leave you with this. Let me know in the comments if anything landed in this conversation. I will leave you with this, is that, I don't know where I heard this, but someone said, I spend like I'm going to, I spend half like I'm going to, I spend half my money like I'm going to die tomorrow. I invest the other half of it like I'm going to live forever. I thought that was a pretty smart saying. I probably wouldn't be 50-50 when I first start. I'd be more like 90% invest, 10% go spend. But the philosophy there, the main idea remains true. Is like, you've got to live life, and so reap some of the rewards. I would rather say my earned income, I invest it, and the yields and the earnings from my invested income, I can guilt-free spend it all day long because it does not represent a unit of time that I traded for it. I'm not giving up my time for this. I'm not giving up my time for the house. Whereas every dollar you earn, that represents a unit of time and effort that you put in. And I'm like, I want to multiply that. If I put in an hour to earn X amount, I want to go invest that and earn even more with it and make that 1 hour worth so much more. Really hope this lands. At Rubixinator on Instagram, shoot me a DM, say, hey, I found you on YouTube. I love having these kind of conversations with people. We're actually really thinking about creating a mindset-specific kind of investor entrepreneurial style channel. If you'd be interested in a channel specifically about that, do drop it in the comments below. With that said, I'm gonna get out of here. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.